The story of Frank Abagnale Jr. is one of the most celebrated tales of American con artistry, immortalized in a best-selling memoir and a 2002 Steven Spielberg film starring Leonardo DiCaprio. It is also, according to recent investigations, partly a con in itself. Starting in the mid-1960s, according to Abagnale's own account, the 16-year-old skywayman hitched rides all over the globe while disguised as a Pan Am pilot, cashing in some $2.5 million in phony checks along the way. He also claims to have passed himself off as a doctor, an assistant district attorney, and a college professor, until finally getting nabbed in France in 1970. After being arrested at age 21, he was eventually released from prison early, on the condition that he assist the FBI in catching other fraudsters. He went on to build a lucrative career as a security consultant and public speaker, paid handsomely to explain to corporations and governments how he had fooled them all. But here is the twist. According to Alan C. Logan's 2020 book, The Greatest Hoax on Earth, Abagnale actually operated on a far smaller scale, stealing from just a few families and businesses before getting busted. In other words, the con man's greatest hoax may have been convincing everyone that he pulled off all the glamorous heists in the first place. Frank Abagnale may have conned the FBI, Hollywood, and an entire global reading public into believing he was the greatest con man who ever lived. If true, that is arguably the most impressive con of all. Facts to know about Frank Abagnale Jr. The legendary American con artist, check forger, and imposter whose exploits as a teenager inspired the blockbuster book and film Catch Me If You Can, 1980 book co-authored by him, 2002 Steven Spielberg movie starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Between ages 16 to 21, Abagnale claimed to impersonate multiple professions to commit fraud: an airline pilot, Pan Am co-pilot, flying deadhead on flights for free travel and perks, a doctor, supervising a Georgia hospital pediatric ward, a lawyer, passing Louisiana bar exam allegedly with fake credentials. He forged and cashed thousands of checks, claimed greater than 17,000 totaling approximately $2.5 million across 26 countries, using techniques like printing fake bank routing numbers. Arrested multiple times, spent approximately 4 months in a harsh French prison, Perpignan, 2 months in Sweden, and time in U.S. facilities, including Great Meadow Correctional Facility as a teen. Famously escaped custody twice, once from a taxiing plane, via service doors, and once from a U.S. federal prison, walking out in a stolen deputy uniform. Caught finally around 1969 in France at age 21. Many of his dramatic stories, e.g., posing as a pilot/doctor/lawyer for years, massive check volumes, have faced scrutiny and been called exaggerated or disproven by journalists/investigators since the 1970s to 2000s. E.g., public records show shorter prison stints, Navy service, and arrests, inconsistent with long free periods. He has acknowledged some book/movie embellishments for privacy/protection reasons, but maintains core elements are true. Authored books like Catch Me If You Can, 1980, plus others on fraud prevention. Became a renowned speaker/consultant, over 3,000 seminars on cybercrime AI threats, advisor to companies, e.g., on authentication tech, and lecturer, active into 2026, e.g., presentations in Bahamas, Dubai, in 2025-2026. Lives in Daniel Island, South Carolina, married to Kelly Welbs Abagnale, since tilde 1980s, with 3 sons, one reportedly an FBI agent. His story popularized the con man redemption arc, from notorious fraudster to anti-fraud expert. The Spielberg film, with DiCaprio as young Frank, Tom Hanks as pursuing FBI agent, and Broadway musical cemented his fame. He remains a symbol of audacious youthful deception, turned into expertise against modern scams. Frank Abagnale Jr.'s tale is the ultimate rags to riches to redemption saga. A teenage master of deception who allegedly outsmarted the world, got caught, and reinvented himself as one of its top fraud fighters. Though the full truth blends fact, legend, and self-promotion.